Good morning to everyone. So dear student, here in this video we are going to start exercise 5.2 question number 1. And in the previous video we had already completed exercise 5.1 question 1 to the last question. Clear? So hope you people understood. So chapter number 5, lines and angle, exercise 5.2. Here the first question it says that in the first question a figure is given and in that figure this is line A, this is line B, and the two lines are parallel to each other. It says that. Okay. Then a transversal is being drawn. The transversal is, we will denote here as T, as it is not denoted in the book, but I will denote it as a T. Okay. Two lines are there. Name is A and B. That two lines is intersected by a transversal line. That name of the transversal line is T. Now here we have to state the property. Okay, here we have to give the reason, or we have to state the property. So if A is parallel to B, in the question number A part it is said that if A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equals to angle 5. So here this one is angle 1 and this one is angle 5. So what is this angle 1 and 5? When the line A and line B, when line A and line B are parallel to each other, that means angle 1 will be equals to angle 5. Why it is angle 1 will be equals to angle 5? It is due to the corresponding angle property. Understood the first? What is corresponding angle property or what is corresponding angle? Corresponding angles are those angles which is made by the transversal on the same side of the transversal, but one should be the exterior angle, other should be the interior angle, but it should be made on the same side of the transversal. Such kind of angle is said to be as a corresponding angle. So what is the answer for the first question? First statement will be, the first statement answer will be angle 1 will be equals to angle 2 if A is parallel to B. The reason between that is it is corresponding angle, that's why angle 1 is equals to angle 5 will be there. Clear? Second part of the question, if angle 4 is equals to angle 6, then line A is parallel to angle B. Line A is parallel to line B. So which the two angle it is said in the question? Angle 5 and angle 6. You can see that angle 5 and 6 here is 4 and 6. Angle 4 and 6, why they are equal? And if they are equal, the line A and line B is parallel, it is said. So dear student, angle 4 and angle 6 are equal due to it is alternate interior angle. Why it is so? It is due to alternate interior angle. This angle 4 and this angle 6 are interior angle. Here it makes a Z, isn't it? So it is alternate interior angle. So what's the reason behind it? Why the line A and line B are parallel to each other? Because angle 4 is equals to angle 6, where angle 4 is equals to angle 6, it is due to the alternate interior angle. Now what is alternate interior angle, student? Alternate interior angle, that means the angle which is made by the letter Z. Okay, this kind of letter if we are having the Z, so this will be the alternate interior angle. That means it is made by the help of a transversal, and it is made by the help of a transversal on the line A and B. Okay, and one of the angle will be present on the left side of the transversal, another angle will be present on the right side of the transversal. Such angle is said to be as alternate interior angle. Clear? Then the third one, if angle 4 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 degree, then A is parallel to B. It is said that if angle 4 plus angle 5 will be equals to, when we are going to add angle 4 plus angle 5, it will give the answer as 180 degree. In that condition, line A is parallel to line B. Then why it is so? As we know the property that interior angle on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. That's why when angle 4 will be added with angle 5, it gives the answer as 180 degree. Okay, and it is parallel to each other. In the same way, if angles 3 and angle 6 will be added, it is also following the interior angle on the same side of a transversal are supplementary. Then in that condition, angle line A and line B are parallel to each other. Dear student, while teaching you the definition, I had given you 3-4 properties for the transversal. Using that properties only, it is satisfied. Clear everyone? Now question number 2. In the adjoining figure, identify the pair of corresponding angle, the pair of alternate interior angle, the pair of interior angle on the same side of the transversal and vertically opposite angle. So dear student, what we have to do over here, this is the adjoining figure we are having. This is the figure, okay. With the help of this figure, we have to identify which one is a corresponding angle, alternate interior angle, and which one is a vertically opposite angle. So among this figure, everybody know, while teaching you the definition, I had told you the angles made by the transversal. So what are the angles made by the transversal? Angles made by the transversal are, first one is the interior angle, second one is the exterior angle, third is the corresponding angle, then fourth is the alternate interior angle, fifth is the alternate exterior angle, and sixth one is the interior angle made on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So these are the angles made by the transversal. So using that definition, recalling that definition, it will be easy for you people to say the answer for question number 2. Okay. So what is corresponding angle? So one of the corresponding angles means one of the angle present at the outside, another will be presented inside, and it will be present on the same side of the transversal. That kind of angle is said to be as a corresponding angle. So first question is pair of corresponding angle. So from this angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 angles are there. Which angles is corresponding to each other? So here angle 1 is exterior angle, angle 5 is interior angle, and both are present on the right side of the transversal. So this angle 1 and angle 5 are what? Corresponding angles. Similarly, angle 2, angle 6 are corresponding angle because one is interior and another is exterior, and both are present on the same side of the transversal. In the same way, 4 and 8 is pair of corresponding angle, and 6 and 7 is the corresponding pair of corresponding angle. So all together 1, 2, 3, 4 pair of corresponding angle we will get from this figure. Clear? Second part of the question, it says that the pair of alternate interior angle. Interior angle it is said. So the interior angle, that means when you are going to join this line AB, here a box is being formed. So whatever the angle should be present at this interior, that angle we have to say that it is an alternate interior angle. So dear student, here angle 3 is alternate interior angle with angle 5. It will make a pair, and angle 2 and angle 8 both makes the pair for the alternate interior angle, which is the answer. Clear? Now in the third part, the pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Same side of the transversals will make supplementary angle. So angle 3, angle 8. Angle 3 plus angle 8 will be supplementary angle. Okay, so in the same way angle 2 and angle 5 will make a supplementary angle. So this is the required answer for the question number 2, third part. Now question number 2, fourth part, vertically opposite angle. This everybody know. It is very easy to determine which is a vertically opposite angle. So here angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 3, angle 2 is vertically opposite to angle 4, angle 5 is vertically opposite to angle 7, angle 6 is vertically opposite to angle 8. So this is the answer for question number 1 and 2. Hope you people understood. Now next comes to question number 3. Here in the question number 3, it is said that in the adjoining figure, P is parallel to Q. A line segment is given. A line is given. Okay. In that line, this one is the P and this one is the Q line. Okay. The two lines is given, that is P and Q, and it is said that both the lines are parallel. And the question itself says that it is parallel line to each other. Find the unknown angle. So we have to find the value of A, B, C and D. So dear student, here you can see that the name of the lines I had given with my own using the alphabet from A to Z. You can use any other alphabets also. So here A, O, B will be equals to 125. It is already given in the question, and this will be again 125. Why it is so? Because it is vertically opposite angle. Similarly, angle AOF will be equals to angle D. Why it is so? Why it is equal? Because one is exterior, one is interior, and present on the same side of the transversal. So it is a corresponding angle. So due to the corresponding angle, angle D will be equals to 125. The reason behind it is a corresponding angle. Now degree will be formed. So transposing 180 degree from the left hand side to the right hand side, it will be subtracted with 180. So here angle E we will get as how much? That is 55. Clear? Now from the figure itself you can see that angle E is vertically opposite to angle F. Okay. So here we can easily say that angle E is equals to angle F, as well as we can also say that angle E will be equals to angle A. Why? The reason behind that is corresponding angle. So that both the angle, that is angle E, angle A and angle F will be equals to 55 degree. Okay. Then angle F is equals to angle C because it is a corresponding angle, so that will be also 55. Angle T is equals to angle B, that is 125 because they are vertically opposite angle. So dear student, exercise 4.2, until and unless you won't know the definition, you can't able to solve. So it is very important to know the definition, then only you can able to solve this exercise. Clear everyone? Now moving toward the next question, we are moving towards question number 4. Find the value of x in each of the following figure if L is parallel to L. What is given here? If L is parallel to M, it is given. That means the line L is parallel to line M, it is given. Now what you have to do? You have to find the value of x in this figure. Both first and the second part you have to find the value of x itself. Clear everyone? Now L is parallel to M, L and A is parallel to B in this figure, it is given for question number 4 student. Now you can say that here angle 110 it is given. Look at in the figure. Here this angle is given as, which is made by the help of a transversal on line L, is 110. So what is corresponding angle? Corresponding angle, one of the corresponding angle is interior, another is exterior, and present on the same side of a transversal is said to be as a corresponding angle. So if this is 100, can this be also 100? Sorry, if this is 110 degree, obviously this one will be also equals to 110 degree. Why it will be 110 degree? Because both are corresponding angle. Okay. Now you can see that a straight line is being made on line M, and that is intersected by the transversal L. So can 110 and x makes a supplementary angle? Of course it can make a supplementary angle. So by the linear pair, 110 degree plus x is equals to 180 degree. 110 degree will be transposed from left hand side to the right hand side and gets subtracted with 180. So 180 minus 110 will be equals to 70. So what is the answer for this x? That is 70 degree. Clear everyone? Similarly for question number B, it is again very easy. A and B, both the lines are parallel to each other, as well as L and M are the transversal line. Now here in this question it is said that this angle is given as 80 and this angle is given as 100. So this angle 100 is an exterior angle and angle x is an interior angle present on the same side of the transversal. So can x be equals to angle A, which is made by the transversal, and even A is parallel to B. Line A is parallel to line L is parallel to line M. Okay, since when line L is parallel to M and A is the transversal for line L and M, that means 100 will be equals to angle x because it is a corresponding angle. So what is the value of x over here? It is x is equals to 100 due to the corresponding angle. Clear everyone? Now next question number 5. In the question number 5 it is said that in the given figure, a figure is being given. Okay, the arms of the two angles are parallel if angle ABC, that is angle ABC, this angle is equals to say 70 degree, then you have to find the angle DGC and angle DEF. DGC and DEF, this angle you have to find. So dear student, in order to find this angle, what we have to do, little bit construction work should be done because this chapter belongs to the transversal. So we have to create a construction, we have to do a construction work. So I have produced this line BC. BC is being produced. You can see a dotted line over there. So this dotted line shows that the line is produced. So here B is produced. Again the line A is produced. The line DE is produced. Here the line EF is produced and the line GF is produced. Now here if the angle is like this, the figure is like this, when we are going to produce the line, we can we have to produce the line. Line को construct करके हमने produce कर दिया, so that we are getting the figure like this. As this one of the these two are the transversal, these both are parallel to each other. Okay. Since it is said in the question also, the arms of the two angles are parallel. That's why I can say that these two lines are parallel to each other, or these two lines are parallel to each other. If C and F is parallel, then here AD will act as a transversal. If AD will be parallel, CF will be act as a transversal. Okay. So using this property, by extending the figure in the form of this, we can say that angle ABC is equals to 70 degree. If this angle B is equals to 70 degree, angle G will be also equals to 70 degree. Why it is so? Because one of the interior angle, another is exterior angle, and present on the same side of the transversal, so it is a corresponding angle. That's why we can say that angle ABC will be equals to angle DGC, because they are the corresponding angles. Clear? Now you can see this. If this is G, na, this one is 70, that is B. This one is a G, that is also 70. If we are acting this as a transversal, then obviously this line will be also, this angle will be also equals to 70, because one of the exterior angle, another is interior angle, and present on the same side of the transversal. So angle E will be also equals to 70 degree due to the corresponding angle. So here, clear everyone? So here question number 5 is over. Next dealing with the question number 6. Continuing that, question number 6, which is the last question of the exercise. Here in this question it is said that you have to tell whether line L is parallel to line M. 4 condition is being given. So the first condition, whether L will be parallel to line M or not. Okay. So here we can say that by the property, as we know that when sum of the two interior angles made on the same side of the transversals are supplementary. As we know that sum of the two interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Supplementary, that means the two interior angle which is made on the same side. This is the same side. This angle 126 and 44 is an interior angle. So when you are going to add these two interior angle, the answer should come supplementary angle. Answer should come supplementary angle. That means it should come 180 degree. Okay. So when you are going to add 126 plus 44, so what the answer is coming? It is coming 170. That's why it is not a parallel line. Line L is not parallel to line M. Why it is not parallel to M? Why it is not parallel? Because when we are going to add both the interior angles which is made on the same side of the transversal, it is not coming a supplementary. That's why it is not a parallel line. Clear? Second, we can say that second figure is given that line L is parallel to M, it is asked, and one of the interior angle is given 75 and another is given as a 75. Now in this question, a statement or a property you had already studied. Here we can say that line L is not parallel to line M, because when transversal cuts the two lines, the two parallel lines, this pair of alternate interior angles are made are equal. But this both 75 and 75 is not the pair of alternate interior angle, not even a corresponding angle, and not even it is present on the same side of the transversal. It does not satisfy the three property of the transversal. That's why we can say that line L is not parallel to line M. Clear everyone? So this is the answer for it. Now next we are having the C part of the question. Here in the C part of the question we can say that line L is parallel to line M. So the answer is yes, line L is parallel to line M. Why it is so? We can easily find out. So here we can by using the linear property, let it be X. So we can by linear pair we can say that X plus 57 is equals to 180 degree, isn't it? So X is equals to 180 degree. alternate interior angle made by the transversal. So that's why line L is parallel to line M. Clear everyone? And the fourth part you can do with your own. So dear student, here we had completed the exercise. Exercise 5.2 is completed. Next we are going to see the chapter number 6, that is triangle and its property. If you are having any doubt, can ask me through the WhatsApp number or by the live class. Clear? So for today class is over. Thank you.